All right, so today we're going to manifest with a little bit of science. We're going to go a little scientific and technical and stuff with the brain. Don't know if you've ever heard of it before, but there's something called confirmation bias theory. Essentially, what that is your brain will go gathering and collecting information that will confirm that whatever your pre existing beliefs are true. So, for example, if you are someone that feels like I'm always attracting like a narcissist, I'm always attracting manipulative people in my life, or y'all always have a hard time with jobs or whatever. That was one of mine. I used to say I always had a hard time with a job. Well, if this is a pattern of yours, if this is a condition, a belief system that you hold, your brain is going to constantly look for things to confirm that yes, this is true. A lot of the research that is done around confirmation bias usually talks about it from more of a negative context, in my opinion. It'll say things like people are more inclined to have like poor decision making skills because of their confirmation bias. But the more research that I did on this, the more I started to think like, why can't we twist this into a positive? Like, why can't we make this work in our favor? Then I realized we absolutely can. The way that you can use confirmation bias to start working in your favor is I want you to think about a manifestation that you're holding, or if there is a desire that you've been manifesting during this process and you're just waiting for it to come into your 3D, this is where you have to start intentionally applying confirmation bias. So you need to go seek out the confirmations. Here's what I mean. If I know that I am manifesting, let's say like a luxury home, well, what I'm going to go and do is intentionally go and confirm that it is possible for me to get a luxury home, because I'm going to go out and seek other people, especially people that look like me. I'm going to go seek those people out and see their luxury homes. So this is why, like, I'm going to go to open houses, for example. I'm going to get on TikTok, get on Instagram, get on YouTube, and I'm going to start researching black girl luxury, rich girl luxury, luxury homes in, my city. Like, I'm going to go and consume myself with all of this information that confirms that the thing that I desire is out there. This is the reason why things like vision boards are so important, because it isn't just a whole bunch of pretty pictures on a board. It's actually subconsciously messing with your brain. It is confirming to your brain that, okay, that's true because it's in this photo. That means in real life, somebody held that type of car. In real life, somebody held that type of money. In real life, somebody had that type of family. So today, I need you to go out there and intentionally confirm your bias, which is going to be your manifestation. Go and do something that will confirm that that is a real tangible thing and it is in your space. It's in your atmosphere. If you're looking for a new apartment, for example, now would be a phenomenal time to go look at some apartments. Just go pick an apartment that you like. It doesn't matter if you feel like you can afford it or not. Remember, we are delusionally manifesting, so the dollar amount does not matter right now. Go and actually see the apartment that you like. If it's a car, now is the time you need to go test drive that car. Make sure that you bring some of the items that you would keep in your car, bring it with you on the test drive. So let's just say you want to manifest some money. Well, this is where what I would do is I would go to the bank and I would actually withdraw money. I would draw the money in the smallest bill so that way I have multiple bills in my hand, and I'm going to carry it with me in my purse for a day, 2 days before I go and redeposit it. There are things that you can do to start enforcing confirmation bias to work in your favor. Those are just some of the things that I love to do. But no matter what your manifestation is, I want you to sit and think about, like, what can I do in tangible form to actually apply confirmation bias, to train my mind to know that, yes, this thing that I desire, it is true, it's real, and it's in my atmosphere. One more thing I forgot to add about this. So I understand that sometimes some of these actions may be a little bit uncomfortable because it pushes you outside of your comfort zone. But in this particular case, we are actually trying to get outside of our comfort zone. So when I use the example of like the apartments, this isn't about believing that you can afford it. This is actually just about applying the action. So this is where you and your brain may have a little bit of a tussle, because your brain may ask you like, girl, what are you doing in this complex? Why are we here? But this is where you have to go against your brain, because your brain needs time to get comfortable. And the way that your brain is going to get comfortable is through repetition. So if you spent the whole week after work or a whole weekend just going to different luxury apartments, for example, or every day you are withdrawing money and redepositing money, it is the action that your brain is going to notice and then eventually get accustomed to. And that is how you're going to enforce your confirmation bias, because now your brain is like, okay, well, this is something that the body is repeating. We are repeating this action over and over again. Okay, so there must be some validity to this, because otherwise she wouldn't be repeating this over and over again. So hopefully that just adds a little bit more context, because I definitely understand that the brain can sometimes psych us out of doing things or psych us into doing things. Now we are not listening to our brains. We are just moving. We are just acting because we have to rewire our brains for a new confirmation bias.